Hello, and welcome to Iconic Production on Twitch. There's an echo. Echo. This is the return of the Call of Cthulhu game here on Monday nights on our stream. However, you may have noticed there's some different people around the table tonight. I am still Becca. I am still the keeper of the arcane lore. But tonight, my investigators are guests and not guinea pigs. As always, I need to thank GD for getting us online and looking as decent as possible. And also thank you to Phantom of Truth, who will probably be moderating and fixing all of the lore, because of course I know nothing about the past. It's okay.
So you're doomed to repeat it?
Yes. Obviously. Okay. Let's start with a familiar face you will see here on our Monday nights. Would be Jenny.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my gosh. Jenny, could you introduce yourself and how familiar you feel with Call of Cthulhu and who your character is?
All right. Yes, I'm Jenny. I usually play Gertrude here on Monday nights. And I guess I'm fairly familiar with Call of Cthulhu now.
I think so. Who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Michaela, Valentine, a very upstanding citizen.
Obviously, you guys all are.
Definitely.
Oh, am I next?
Yeah, you're next.
Maddie. Tonight I'm playing Richard W. Arlock, known as Tricky Dicky to my friends. A very slippery lawyer, but you know, I always plead not guilty. But yeah, I'm a lawyer, a very upstanding lawyer.
I think we all believe that.
I'm JM. Do we need to say how familiar we
Yeah.
are with Call of Cthulhu?
I would love to know how familiar you are.
I'm terrible at Call of Cthulhu.
I mean, I'm pretty familiar with it. I got you into Call of Cthulhu, so. Yeah, I'm playing Willie, Bumtrinket, who is a member of this motley crew.
Lovely.
And I am Brad.
You are?
I'm excited to be here.
Yes!
Nailed it. Knocked it right out of the park.
I'm playing a criminal. Goes by Roth. I guess I am Mickey's sister. And
Mickey's brother.
Are you Mickey's
brother.
sister?
Yeah, she's my sister.
You can be her
But
sister.
this is my first time playing Call of Cthulhu, and to make things just even more fun, I spilled a drink and half my stats are gone. So we're just gonna have some fun tonight.
I mean, you don't need sanity in Call of Cthulhu. It's fine.
No, I've got most of them.
Oh,
We're
okay.
good,
I was
we're
about to
good.
say, because I got them if you need them.
There's just a couple that I'll make up on the fly.
Because, yeah, it's right in here if you
Alright.
need it. Yes.
It's fine.
Nerves had nothing to do with this, I'm sure. Being on stream, playing Call of Cthulhu for the first time. It's whatever.
Rip that band-aid right off.
I mean,
Totally fine.
right? Seriously, just kind of auditioning to see, you know.
We're all professionals here.
Professionals
What?
at something.
That's right.
I
Maybe-
didn't say
maybe
what I was
not.
professional in.
That's right.
I do appreciate the fact that, Brad, you admitted, and we're the only one to admit that you were a criminal.
Of course.
Why not? But not a smooth criminal.
No, this lovely group of people are all part of the same organization. They ended up in Chicago eventually, but 3 of them were raised in the same orphanage in the middle of Kansas. Were able to leave it, move up in the ranks, meet and discover some trust in a excellent lawyer. I don't know if that was excellent or lawyer.
Yeah, that was my question.
There's a lot of quotation marks there. And just last week, you 3 received letters about an inheritance back at that orphanage that you left behind so many years ago. I would like you guys, just straight off the bat, to roll an intelligence, INT. That's one of your stats up at the top.
You have to do math.
How'd you do?
I got a 7, so I got an extreme success.
You did. You clearly remember your childhood there, and we'll get into that in a minute.
If I understand my crash course correctly, I have an intelligence of 70. I rolled a 41, so I just have a success.
You have a success. Yes.
Did
you
it.
In life and the game.
Yes, exactly. And then for any of our viewers who are back and go, oh, that's a success, you should check mark that. We don't check mark attributes or stats, only skills. Successful?
I also got an extreme success.
All right.
Nice, smarty pants. I rolled a 49 out of 70.
Okay. So, Tricky Dicky, you have heard about this orphanage, and you did some of your research, and it looks like it shut down a few months ago. Something about health violations being the primary reason.
Those are my favorite kind of violations.
Yeah, they are. Roth, after you read this letter, you remember the vague feeling of uneasiness of growing up in this orphanage. You don't know if it was like the fact that the wind always seemed to be howling outside your window. It felt like it was in the middle of nowhere. Now that you live in Chicago, you really know it was really in the middle of nowhere. There's just something about it that always kind of set you on edge, and you were really happy when you and your sister could leave.
Okay.
Your brother, right? Like, we're all grew up in the same orphanage.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you guys paired off really early on, bastards.
Well, I mean,
Sorry,
genetically linked.
Genetically
That's
linked,
fair.
but like,
Yeah, that's
they would die for you.
Oh yeah, totally.
You've
Like,
swapped.
I would kill them.
Never mind.
I mean, it's fair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about like who's murdered for whom, because then it gets all like technical. My extreme successes, you get kind of hit with this overwhelming memory of your early childhood at the orphanage, and you remember the howling wind, but you also remember that one time when you guys had snuck out of bed to go find sweets down in the kitchen, and the howling that came up through the cellar that sounded almost like the wind, but there was no wind inside the house. And that time that you found, you kind of came in before the meal was ready and saw, the meat that was supposed to be going into your stew. Didn't look like chicken, but it sure tasted like it.
They always say everything tastes
Right.
like chicken.
Bit of the long pig.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's that one dog that always seemed to chase you guys anytime you went around town.
Mm. Black dog.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lucky.
You called him Lucky.
Sparky.
Lucky.
Had no back legs.
Yes, Phantom.
It's a good point, Phantom. Thank you.
Never say murder when you can say accidental death.
That's what I always
Right?
tell my clients.
Feel
It's
like
an
this-
accidental death.
Come from Tricky Dicky. You're my favorite.
Wow. All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
Yeah.
I came in costume.
She
have
did.
a backstory.
She did. So, you guys schedule your train ride back out to Kansas. You make it back out. You arrive in Dust Rest, Kansas at about 5 p.m. The train lets you off. You are the only 4 getting off the train. The dust is mixed with the snow. It's March.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty. March 12th, to be exact. And yeah, this town is starting to look like a ghost town.
Like literal ghost town-ish, or like
The
just
vibrant city life that you've grown accustomed to is absent.
the average age of this town has like skyrocketed.
Do we lower the median age of this town by about 30 years?
Kind of, yes. You know there's no hotel to stay, so you're kind of hoping you're going to be able to stay at the orphanage. The letter seemed to indicate that you could.
You know, they always say you can't go home again. Wouldn't that be nice? If you couldn't.
Yup.
Here you are.
Never wanted to come back to this place.
Well, you know, we're hoping we can get you something out of it, so we'll see what we can do.
I've never heard of orphans inheriting anything,
Look,
much less from their orphanage.
I've had plenty of orphans inherit something over the years, so you just leave it to Tricky.
I mean, besides the crazy Dick.
I reach into my pocket and I'm like, don't worry, Michaela. I have a flask and a lot of matches. We're going to get some closure out of this.
All right, Willie. That's good.
Surely one of these houses around here is empty enough for the four of us.
Yeah, I don't want to spend the night
No.
in the orphanage. Can we look around for an abandoned like house?
Yeah, give me a spot hidden.
Oh no. Which one's that?
That's over on the
I'm
far
not
right.
good at this.
Check mark.
What do you get if it's this? Do you not get anything if it's the same?
No.
Oh.
You mean like a 22?
22.
You mean like in Jackals? No.
I should have run that tonight.
Should have. And now, good night.
I mean, I'm just kicking you out. I'm so sorry. Just keep making you leave.
I got a hard success.
Okay.
So close to a hard success.
I failed.
Fail.
Success.
Success. Between the two of you, you are able to spot a small, dumpy-looking house. From experience, you recognize the telltale signs of it's empty.
Okay.
I reckon we just inherited this house.
You kind of
That's
jimmy the
why
lock.
Roth and I have always got along.
I'll just pull out some paperwork and write a few things and stand right there.
Look at this deed.
It's got a trench coat, just paper.
This house is now ours, indeed.
And it kind.
I'm taking it and I use it against you.
I know. Oh well.
Good point.
Just have to give out all the different points. Hero point.
I'll take them all.
All right. So you guys found a space to stay. It's not quite twilight. I mean, it's 5:30.
All right, this is 1920s. Do I start breaking up furniture to get a fire going, or is there some sort of
There's a fireplace.
right? Is there like gas heat or anything like that, or we like break things up and start a fire?
With your extreme success for your spot hidden, I will say that there is gas.
Do I smell it? And welcome to the end of Call of Cthulhu. That's what we get for not going to the orphanage.
I mean, I actually get
Shortest
something.
stream ever.
15 minutes.
10
Question
minutes.
Q&A. How was your Call of Cthulhu experience? Brief.
Intense.
No,
Did
you
you hear about the fire at the circus?
It was intense. Yeah. No, you find the connection, the stove. So you know it's there. You saw that you smell it. And I'm gonna light the whole place up.
Okay.
What time does the invitation say? We're supposed to be at work.
Uh,
Well, let
just-
me look at it.
It just says when you
can't
arrive.
read. Give that to me. Actually, give it to Dick.
You guys are great. It says when you arrive.
Oh, they don't need to know exactly when we arrive, I assume.
They're not in charge of us anymore, right?
No, they are not.
I go down to the basement. I light up the coal-burning heater that Phantom has informed me existed in the 1920s
Yep.
in Kansas.
This is why we appreciate Phantom, because I know nothing.
He can have a weird point.
He can. All right. Yes. So, the house will warm up. Is your plan to stay here for the night and go to the orphanage in the morning?
That's up to you guys.
That's what I would like to do.
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
Well,
The
you
night seems good for getting liquored up. If you can find anything in the 20s.
Oh, you got some in your pockets there, Nick?
Cecily packed me with 3 flasks, one for setting fire to things, one for drinking, and one for sharing. This here's my sharing flask.
All right.
I feel like the upstanding business we have might involve a few stills.
I don't know what
Especially
you're
since it's
speaking of.
Prohibition era.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the fun fact. You can do shots of bitters and call them medicinal. They're like 40% alcohol. That's how me and Cecily run our side hustle.
That works.
What's your credit rating, just out of curiosity?
Not great. 15.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not great at side hustles. We have
That's
a
fine.
lot of them, though.
that's fine.
What's your credit rating?
20?
Mine's
Right.
also 20.
You are both more respectable than I am, but I think together we're not as respectable as.
Tricky dick.
Yes.
Yes, we are staying here tonight.
Excellent. Okay, so you spend the evening reminiscing, drinking, eating the travel rations that Cecily packed for all of you because she knew you guys weren't going to pack it for yourself.
I found a can of tomato soup somewhere in the bottom of the cabinet.
You definitely did.
Ugh.
It's fine.
Will not come back to haunt us.
Hey guys, check out this new monster. It's called Tomato Soup.
Never trust canned goods again.
Who's gonna eat that soup?
I
Yeah, brother and I'll eat.
Okay, can you roll me a con roll for me? Just
A what?
con.
Dicky don't believe in no
Constitution.
vegetables.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
That would be a hard success.
I just succeeded.
All right, you guys are fine.
We've eaten worse.
Whatever. It's around midnight. Would you guys be asleep or still up and talking?
Up.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
awake.
out.
Yeah, no.
You're awake?
I'm awake.
We're up.
Yeah. Night owls.
Okay. And absolutely hating every second of being in this town.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
A wall.
Can I have that empty can of soup? I go and find a room and I balance it on the doorknob and I pass out.
Cool.
We should go.
I just
Sneak
go and
into
like hit the
Willie's
door
room.
every once in a while.
I wait on the other side of the
I make that mistake once.
That's right.
You walk over to do it and you're like, no, wait. I remember. Okay, never mind. So you two are up around midnight when you hear that howling start.
Like close by or
Like it's the wind. It sounds like it's going through town.
But it's familiar, like what we used to
Usually
hear when we were
howling.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, Roth.
I don't either. How do you fight howling though? You
Burn
can't.
the whole place down?
Yeah, that seems like the logical conclusion.
Just say the word.
I'm gonna step outside, see if I can
Yeah.
like somehow tell where it's coming from. You know, is it moving across the town? Is it like stationary? Trying to do an investigation.
Make a listen roll.
I'm gonna aid him. Can I
Okay.
give a bonus?
Yes, he can get a bonus die. So what that means is the 10s where it's 10, 20, 30,
Mhm.
pick up another one of that, and you get the best number, which is typically the lowest.
I rolled a 1.
That is
That
awesome.
is the best ever.
Assuming 0, 0 isn't 100.
It is. Yeah. 0, 0,
Yeah.
0 is 100.
Yeah,
0,
yeah.
0, 1 is a 1. Awesome. So you step out and you start listening, and the more that you listen, the more it sounds less like wind and more like a dog howling. But if it was a dog, it's a fast-moving dog.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely starts on one end of town, and you hear it move. It's almost like it takes a breath, and then you hear it start at the other end of town and move through town. And then take a breath, and it seems like it's just going back and forth
Yeah, I've got my
through town.
38 special at the side ready. Just, I'm going half cocked right now.
You're not gonna touch that?
Nope. Leave it right
Come
there.
on, Willie.
Yeah. So yeah,
Slick Willie.
Slick Willie.
sounds like a dog, a single dog, and a big dog.
Have we seen? This is not. Sounds like the dog that you had known before, or yes? Alright.
I remember that sound.
Yeah. The sound's familiar. I don't remember the dog.
Oh, remember there was that dog that chased us all the time, though.
With her
Blocked most
triggering.
of that.
It's up to you if her triggering the memory.
I mean, mostly chased Willie and I guess.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go wake up Slick Willie and say, hey, we gotta do some kind of rotational watch tonight.
Right. Is it my turn?
Well, you've gotten some sleep we hadn't, so.
Oh, that's on you. Oh, look at me. We're night owls. Fine. And I'll go sit down in front of the fire, shotgun on my lap.
I'm gonna go back to a room and pretend to sleep.
Okay.
Likely
Okay.
not.
You're thinking about sleeping. You're thinking about not sleeping. You're thinking about not sleeping.
sleeping. Yes. It's this downward
It
spiral.
is a downward spiral.
I'm just gonna sit down next to Willie.
Okay. So you're not going to sleep, or
Mhm.
cool? You guys are going to go into this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed sleep.
Yeah.
You are.
I do not like this.
No, I don't either, William. Not at all.
We're going to burn this place down, aren't we?
Yes, sir. To the ground.
Father
Whole-
Fitzpatrick always said, catharsis is a big word.
That is a big word.
I feel like from the other room, kind of half wakes up and goes, "Maybe that's an accident."
Possible to not
Possible need now ability.
Insurance money.
Part of me really wants to plant like matches and an empty flask of gasoline on.
As you repeat
I have plausible deniability.
All right. Do you stay awake the whole, like the next 6 hours?
No, I'll watch for about 3 and then go wake up. Roth.
Okay. You going to sleep around 3?
Yeah, I'll try.
You're up.
I'm a.
You going back to sleep?
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
like the dead.
Bad choice of words.
No, I stand by them.
Intentional.
Yeah, like those were.
I said what I said.
See what I said? Did I said it?
All right.
Yes. All right. Dawn breaks. Much too early for you, Roth.
Sure.
Tricky Dick comes walking out of his room that he found, well rested.
Yeah. I will produce a pack of cigarettes and offer you one.
Yes. We all three.
For breakfast, they have a smoke.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
This is not encouraged nor recommended for the 21st century.
It's the 1920s.
The 20th century, sure. Go for it. You do you.
I do remember the first time we played Call of Cthulhu together and what happened. So I feel like my character smoking is the least addictive thing that has happened in a Call of Cthulhu game with these people. So.
My name's Bruce.
My name's Bruce.
Oh, Bruce. Yes, all right. You gather up your things and you head to the orphanage.
Yep.
All right.
There's nothing like a diner in this town where you get a cup of coffee.
Roll me a luck roll. Success?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's a diner where you can get a cup of coffee. What? Just out of curiosity, what number you roll?
I rolled a 46 out of 59.
Okay. The coffee ain't great.
Yeah, it
Done
is
that.
perfect.
Depression era sludge. You have to chew it.
Interestingly, somehow my coffee gets spiked.
I was gonna say.
Weird.
I go to stir mine and the spoon just stands
Sticks up.
up.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay, never mind. I can save that for later.
Okay. All right. So you get your cup of coffee then, and then head to the orphanage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Mhm.
Not doing too bad.
No.
That's what the coffee was for.
I mean, it helped. Oatmeal,
Should've put an
bacon.
egg in it.
Let me lay off the coffee. You look like a pup stuck inside of the yurt. You're
Call
too
it-
tense.
We call that Tuesday.
Your pun game was on point. So impressed. All right, so you walk up to the now dilapidated building of Dust Rest Orphanage. It is a 4-story tall orphanage. Steep roof, thin windows. Anything that was once iron is rusted. Anything that is wood is now eaten by termites.
Hmm.
It's dark. It's gloomy. The trees are dead.
I pull out a
Elways, you
notepad
burn.
and make just a few notes. The address, how
It's
many
burned when
windows,
we got here.
how many stories.
Man, this place is a dust hole.
I thought that was the definition of Kansas.
As you guys walk up the steps, the door swings open, and there is a tall gentleman in a crisp white suit, a thin black tie, large, pudgy.
Does he have the Picard?
Yes.
Or is it all gone?
Yeah, card, and the top is shiny.
How do you keep a suit like that white in a place like this?
And
Do we recognize him from our extreme success?
from your he was the but you never knew exactly what his role was. But you're assuming it had something to do with the bank and any payments that the orphanage need to pay to continue to, mortgage the land and house.
Okay.
Do we remember his name?
Mr. Shiny. At least that's what you guys always called him because
The shiny.
of the Shiny. What his real name was, you guys left before you ever learned it.
Headcanon. His name's Roscoe, but okay.
Shiny, slick, and slippery. This is gonna be great.
What other S adjectives can we use?
Shady.
Shady, that's.
I got like 6 that have come to mind. Jenny will let me say them on stream.
I know. I started counting too, and I went, "Oh, that was a terrible question to ask." Sloppy. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You send the letters.
He goes, oh, yes, you made it. Good.
And you are
Roscoe Shiny.
Roscoe Shiny.
Roth?
It is shiny. I thought we made that up.
Mickey and William.
He won't respond to that anymore.
What's all of this about?
Oh, come in, come in. There's a contract for you to sign. It has to do with your ownership of the orphanage. It was left to you.
But
This here's our slick, high-priced city lawyer.
Oh, excellent. You will have plenty to read. Don't worry about it.
what? What? Maybe you could just bring the contract outside.
Jenny has definitely played Call of Cthulhu before.
She has. He looks around at the dust and the snow and looks back at you and goes, it's much easier to sign a contract on a desk.
Let's go
Was
to the
there a
diner
desk?
down though.
Yeah.
You bring that contract down to the diner.
You don't want the orphanage? If you don't want to inherit, that's fine. The bank will take it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just all calm down. We're just saying, do we have to go inside the orphanage to get the papers? Or can you just bring
Yes.
them here to maybe the stoop or that diner with that fine coffee?
Look, is there something in the contract that specifies it has to be signed indoors of the orphanage? Because if that's the case, we'll make it work. Make it work. But otherwise, I feel like we could maybe be a little flexible in the terms. Also, is there an insurance policy out on this place?
Just asking.
You know, just so I can factor it into my fees later. You know how it is. Got charged by the hour, but the more paperwork, the more you have to charge.
Make a fast talk.
It takes you longer to do the paperwork. That is why it happens like that.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Mickey's got it.
Yeah.
Is it 100?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What does that mean?
Was it 100?
Mm-hmm.
If you roll 100, well, okay. If your skill is below 50,
Alright.
a fumble is between a 96 to 100.
Alright.
If your skill is above 50, a fumble is only on a 100.
Okay.
So even though Maddie's fast talk is 60,
It's 50.
50, she did roll 100. She did fumble that. That means something happens. And in this case, Mr. Roscoe Shiny gets this grin on his face and goes, you know what? The good mother who was in charge of this place and left it to you, she did say she needed it signed on the kitchen table. I'll get her note. And he goes in, he comes back out with a very scrawled, handwritten letter about how she, in order to keep up the sanctity of the place, you have to sign the paper at the kitchen table. Or the dining table.
We can use ink, right?
Of course.
Just. Look, the place gives me, well, the me's.
Be the first time we sat at the dining room table at that place.
If you don't like his pen, I have choices.
Got lots under that coat.
Some of them are
Watch
special
collection, that's
ink.
impressive.
It's what?
The watch.
The watch collection.
What about Sundown?
Sunglasses?
Right. So do you enter?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Test
begrudgingly.
the stoop first, make sure it's gonna actually hold up to our
Yeah, I
weight.
definitely step over all of the creaky boards that I learned when we were kids, to sneak out.
There's probably some new ones though, right?
We'll roll a dexterity check. Your dice are
Extreme
amazing
succeed.
right
Extreme
now.
success.
Yeah.
Like dice
You
are
don't
turning.
make a sound as you enter.
Okay.
it creaks after everybody else who doesn't try
Yeah.
it.
Are there any other buildings nearby, or is this just middle of nowhere?
It's not middle of nowhere, but it's definitely like you feel like there's the house, there's a street, and there should be like another set of buildings. There's an empty lot, there's a street, there's houses.
Any scarecrows?
None.
Any dog prints?
Make a spot hidden check.
Suspicious.
Willie's kind of a
no.
man of the moment, so he doesn't care about outside the house. What do I take in here in the dining room?
You walked in. So you walk into the foyer, as you have heard it said before. As you enter in, to the right is the meeting room where potential parents could meet their future children.
Largely unused.
That's right.
It is by far the comfiest place in this house, at least that you remember. And as you peek in, yeah, everything's kind of covered with tablecloths or bed sheets, and it looks like it was locked up. To the left, you see the headmistress's office. What was that?
No, not yet.
Okay. You see her large desk. You see her giant bookshelf that goes behind it, and sitting kind of on the middle shelf as you glance in is still the switch.
It's 1920s. Oh, like a. Okay, not like that.
I'm not messing up my streams that bad.
Is there a gradation like cane, tree branch, carpet beater, or is it just the one?
Just the one. And then down, as you continue down the hallway, next to the office is the staircase, behind which is the kitchen, and then to the right is the large dining room that all the children would have sat and ate in, you know, when you weren't missing meals for misbehaving. However many times that happened.
A lot.
You know that upstairs on the second floor are all of the classrooms. On the third floor were your bedrooms, girls' dormitory and boys' dormitory, and on the fourth floor were the servants' quarters in the eaves. You also know that in the kitchen are the steps to the cellar.
I am tired enough that I just see somebody moving in a direction. I'm just following along. I would like to think that I noticed the switch, and I try and take it as we are walking past the room.
You want to go into that room and get the switch?
I want to go grab the switch.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the desk.
All right,
And
so
the bookshelf. I've read a lot of Carol Daly pulps, which are hard-boiled detective stories, so I know it's always in the desk or in the bookshelf or behind the bookshelf.
I'm so glad you've read those. So Willie and Roth immediately take a hard left. Mr. Shiny is heading down the hallway towards.
I steer Dick down towards where we're going,
dining room?
same direction as Shiny.
All right, so Mickey.
I'm used to covering for these two.
All right, Mickey and Dick, Dick and Mickey, Richard and Michaela,
Mr. Arlock.
and Miss Valentine head down the hallway to the dining
So
room.
I'll chat up Mr. Shiny. So, Mr. Shiny, why is it that after all the kids that went through this orphanage, my clients are the one it was bequeathed to? Feels a little off since, you know, my understanding is these threes was on the outs with the missus.
Oh, they were the most memorable out of all the kids she was blessed enough to raise. These three stuck in her mind.
So if this is attached to the church, is there really any money involved in this? Because usually, you know, when the church is involved, it's the Abe Lincoln's is squealing.
You're throwing me so much, and I love it. Yeah. Mr. Shiny is going to make up something. it's up to you to take how plausible that it sounds. I'm gonna go back to these two in the picking up the switch and going to the bookshelf and the desk. If you're going to do some investigation, roll a spot hidden. Otherwise, Roth, you get to that bookshelf and you pick up the switch.
Alright.
I got a normal success. I think I'm going to spend. Let's see
Or
here.
did you want to push it?
10, no.
Push it real.
So, for those of you at home and for Brett, who hasn't played Call of Cthulhu yet,
I'm going to spend 13 points of luck and make it a hard success.
or before tonight, at any point, if you're not doing an opposed roll and you don't like the success, either you fail or you've only gotten a regular, not a hard, as you know you've been rolling for the rest of the night, you can spend luck and essentially drop your dice number
Alright.
down. You can, in another option would be to push your luck, which is to pick up your dice and roll again. If you push your luck and you fail, you automatically fumble.
That sounds fun.
Save that for later.
Yeah.
You only do that on sanity.
Sure, yeah.
And you can't push in combat, right?
Correct. You cannot push in combat when it's an opposed roll.
Okay.
So if if you're both if you're trying to shut the door on Mickey, you can't push the roll, but you could spend luck to get it to go down.
So I've got the switch now,
You've got the switch.
and is the same room that Willie is in?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Saw that coming.
So you are kind of going through the desk.
Memories?
There are several different
Memories.
papers, a couple of different adoption certificates. If you pause to read them, you'll see the most recent one is about 4 years ago. Yes.
We were not adopted, right? We got
Correct.
Cool. I take these adoption papers and fold them and put them next to my matches and arson flask.
I am less agile as I go through the room with the switch, and I'm just kind of smacking things on the wall, breaking what I can.
Okay. You
Hey, hold on, I gotta find my. I don't want to slip into Maddie's exit.
Small talk with
Roth,
Willie.
This is our place now. Everything you break, we're going to need to fix ourselves.
We're fixing this place later, aren't we?
I mean, check out the bookshelf as well.
Okay, you knock off the picture, it shatters, you guys hear glass breaking.
As I do, as I hear the glass break, can I imagine Tricky Dicky's a little on the portly side. He enjoys the finer things in life. He's gonna waddle up to Shiny and be like, how do you keep a suit like this so clean in a place like this? It's immaculate. And I'm rubbing greasy fingers.
Okay,
on
for you to attempt to touch his suit, you're going to have to make an opposed. We'll just do brawl,
Brawl.
unarmed combat.
Where is that? You didn't give me any numbers in that.
Okay, so that's because I don't know if you have any numbers up in the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Okay.
She whispers things to your dice.
There you are.
Yeah.
They like it better when you talk dirty to them.
Yep.
All right, he smacks your hand away, and you don't get around to touching his suit.
Hey.
And he just goes, "Oh, you know how it is. You just have to make sure you have the right starch, right bleach, and the right cleaning lady."
Look, sir, I got ladies who can starch my coat so they stand up for days, and yet the dirt sticks. So I just want to know what you're doing.
I will get you in touch with my cleaning lady.
I need my suits to be as upright as I am.
Look,
upright.
can we stay on task here, Dickie?
Look, professional courtesy, one dude to another. I want to know how he keeps his jacket so clean.
Well, clearly a woman does it for him.
I don't know. Ladies in my life got some pretty sticky fingers, so.
I am
Things
offended,
this side.
Richard.
I'm drinking my water.
The contract is laid out in front of you.
Can I inspect this contract?
You absolutely.
Because I got a real good lawyer in.
You absolutely may. The first roll I need you to make is, I believe, appraisal. Accounting.
Accounting? It's not lawyer?
Law.
Lawing?
All right, fine. Roll law.
Thanks.
Why not be enough? You get
My
what you
loss is
want.
75.
Roll
Your
to law.
accounting's a 60.
Right, but you know, it's the legal terms. Ooh, okay, 61. So regular success. See, if I was accounting, that would have been a fail.
Okay.
But you could spend, look.
Like 1 point of luck. It would have been fine.
I have spent a lot to get that where I need it. Okay.
It looks upright, accurate.
Any hidden clauses?
Not from what you can tell.
Okay. I'm just gonna spend a while and peruse. See if I can add some addenda, like extra pages as it goes.
That's gonna be a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
That's when you have that one.
Great. When you come in the room, I'll be like, "Yo, Willie!"
I'm looking at the bookshelf.
You are. You're knocking things off the wall. Do you knock the crucifix off?
I don't touch that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, Willie. How many times do you think being in this library, we just wanted to trash it? Let's do it.
Are there any books on the shelves that stand out to me that I would want to pocket? Maybe could sell.
Some like.
the gold.
Yeah, anything that's got
Filigree
like the
is
little gold leafies.
Yeah. There's two of them that kind of pop out as like, ooh, them some fancy books.
Those learned books.
What are they?
They
You're
are.
on the other side of the screen now.
I am. You are absolutely
To help
correct.
throw back up, when was Fitzgerald's first novel published?
The first one is the Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire.
Yes.
Which volume?
6, obviously.
The other one could
Index,
just be a
alright.
catechism.
Who has
That's the one that's $48,000 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, what was that?
The other one could be a catechism.
Yes, as Maddie said, the Catechism of.
It's the sister of the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church.
There you go. And then there is also a very thin book that doesn't have a title on its spine. And as you pull it out, it comes out, and you kind of flip through it, and the pages are all black.
Okay.
There's no writing in it.
So as I'm being, again, less than agile, do I
You look it.
do the
I sniff it. Go ahead.
nothing that goes in the mouth?
That's right. We have strict rules.
Is there any like memory triggers of like the what's her name that would carry around
The Headmistress?
a specific book or something like that as we're going through the library?
Not a specific book, but you do see a little figurine that she always liked. It's featureless. It's not 1920. Look at that. It's somewhat like flower-like in form.
Okay.
but it's not specifically carved to be a rose or a tulip.
Talking just like a tabletop figurine.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's kind of wedged in one of the bookshelves.
I pick it up.
Okay.
I toss it to Willie and say, "Think fast."
Make a catch.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Come on, I want you to fail something.
I rolled a 10. I got an 11, which is just a hard success.
Snatch.
Mark, if you're watching, these are the dice you bought me. So
You catch it, but it like a thorn or something kind of pierces your hand,
no.
Yeah.
okay.
and you take it off, and there's just like a little drop of blood. You rub it, and it's gone.
Okay.
That's bad.
I say we smash it. She loved that thing.
I mean, why would you toss it to me if you just wanted to smash it?
Because you weren't supposed to catch it. That way I can blame it on you.
I throw it at Roth.
Okay.
I stare at it. It comes at me.
I aim
I'm
for
not
like
even
this
rolling.
region.
I'm not even rolling to catch it.
Make a dex throw to see how accurate you are, Jim.
Alright, so I fail, but I'm gonna push it. Like,
Okay.
I'm really just gonna
Yeah.
fall off and just like I catch him right in the face.
Yeah, you do. Oh.
I do have a damage bonus.
What's
though,
your
for
damage
you.
bonus?
A D4. Can I roll to damage
You,
Brad's character?
go ahead. You can roll the damage to Brett's
Do
character.
I get any bonus, or is it just like my brawling?
unarmed. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
D3 plus D4.
Why don't you want a bonus?
Listen,
I
my
mean, this
build
is all
gets
my
added
fault.
into that, right?
Your what?
My build?
No.
Okay. So that.
7? Is that 7 points of damage? All right.
I told you I didn't need an excuse to hit you. That was Sunday, and like this whole week has been pretty true to that.
Roth, it hit you straight in the face. That is a major wound.
Okay.
I need you to roll
God,
a
I'm so sorry.
Constitution saving throw, or a Constitution roll to make sure you don't, die from head trauma.
Success.
Okay, he drops.
Oh no. Mickey!
I come running right down. I'm just like, okay, Dick, just, yeah.
I walk over. Is he basically like stunned?
Yeah, he's just like face down.
Oh, if he's face down, I just kind of position him in front of where the flower was. Maybe I don't know what happened. Roth just passed out and he hit his
Trained
face
him so well.
on the flower and it just shattered. I don't know what's blood and what's rose petals.
Okay. I will roll him over and.
He's got a bruise and some cuts,
Uh-huh.
like
Uh-huh.
here.
I grew up with these two clowns.
I will go check out the lawyer things.
Okay. You go in, and your lawyer is reading through a pretty thick contract, and it's all about signing over the mortgage, the building, the income, the property value, business, like what running an orphanage looks like. It is pretty mundane.
Okay. Is the intent that they keep this as an orphanage, or they can do what they want with the property?
It seems like she would prefer it to be an orphanage, but as she hasn't had an orphan in the last 4 years,
Unless you paid him.
it's probably an open to interpretation.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything about land rights, oil rights, or mineral rights in this contract?
Land rights, yes. Oil rights, mineral rights, no.
Okay.
Told you.
I'm gonna push it.
Tricky Dickie's a slick big city
What's that?
lawyer.
I'm gonna push it.
Push. Okay.
So, if you come into the room.
I don't know who you are, but I like where you're going.
I succeeded with the push.
For first aid.
Yep, and I will spend the luck to make that a hard success.
Okay. Cool. You come back to consciousness with your sister.
The hell did you do?
Roth?
She kicks you and she walks out.
When Willie comes into the office, I'm gonna do the fatherly. Okay, now look here, Willie. This is
pretty sure
really
it's Willie, but I
important,
don't
and I'm
know
gonna
why.
try and get him to sneak in an oil rights
I'm
page.
sorry, your accent's really thick. Did you say it's really important or really important?
I mean, it's up to interpretation. It could be Willie, it could be really. I mean, I need you, Willie, to help with this contract. Really. So I'll show you.
I'm not saying this is my favorite character you've ever played, but
I feel like it's a close second to Molly. I'm gonna try and get you to like add something about oil and mineral rights. Like I've got a pre-made page in my pocket. I'm just gonna like need you to look at this page here.
Okay.
all right. So I assume that I pick up on like what he's laying down. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, sleight of hand. It's gotta be
You're,
better.
you're
than
the one
mine.
who's wanted me to fail all night, Maddie.
It's gotta be better than my 10.
Yeah, I'm going to make a very dramatic cough,
Okay.
like, and like to get him to turn his face. Like I'm not even gonna try and cover my mouth. Or, like, I'm gonna like cough right in his face to push my roll.
Okay.
Right after the Spanish flu.
Yeah. All right, and I'll spend 6 points of luck to make that a success.
Okay.
Do I need to make it a hard success?
Well, you are rolling in an opposition for his spot hidden.
All right, I will spend. Do you want me to drop?
I mean, it's up to you. I have explained
Listen, this is a Call of Cthulhu one shot. Why do I need luck?
Exactly.
I will spend.
I said. And then I died.
I will spend 20 points of luck
Yeah.
to make this a hard success.
All right. You are quite certain you get it past Mr. Shiny. Okay.
Yeah, just trying to get them oil rights in perpetuity, because oil's big.
Oil is big. You are absolutely correct.
I bring Roth into the dining room with like a wet towel on
Oh
his
man,
face.
Roth, what happened to your face? I still have the little black book, right? Really weirded out that the sister has a little black
No,
book.
did
but-
this happen on the property or did this happen somewhere else? Because if it happened on the property, we can sue for
Yeah.
negligence.
It
was
did.
definitely the problem. I tripped over something.
Ooh, Mr. Shiny. Mr. Shiny.
I think all we're doing is like priming Becca to kill us all with Cthulhu monsters. When the Shoggoth shows up,
Did you or did you not invite us into a building that is no longer structurally stable? My client.
because we haven't signed the paper, right? It's still his property.
Yeah, it's still the bank's property.
I have made very certain. My
You put this
clients
group
I did. It was amazing.
has injured themselves on your property.
And I mean, he was out when I walked in. It's real bad.
What he's gonna do about it? Because I mean, his face wasn't much to look at before, but now look at it.
Hey, that's my brother. You're...
Listen, Michaela, we all know it's true.
Even I know it's true.
That sort of comes out like,
Yeah, you're definitely missing a tooth or two. Like.
You're not the only one in character tonight.
Mr. Shiny kind of looks at you. You know, I'm really sorry about your friend, Mr. Roth, or Mr. Sorry,
Client.
Valentine.
Client.
But you know, if you had followed me into the dining room where I invited you into, I'm sure this wouldn't have happened. He went off on his own.
Sure, but
He's
under the
us.
Supreme Court ruling of 1918, the Tenement Act, it's actually the landlord's problem for whatever happens in the building. Because, you know, all those buildings falling down, people's dying in them, like, they ruled on that, so it's, you know,
You got the records on me. You know I have to be watched.
You know, you make an excellent point.
Let's straighten my tie a little bit. Eyes up to
Why
date
don't
on these
we
things.
We can go work out some paperwork, and I will make sure that you are well taken care of.
Okay.
But like with a real doctor.
Sure.
No. All right.
So in this moment, who is leaving with Mr. Shiny, and who is staying?
I'm not allowing him to take
No.
Roth anywhere by himself. Like, I don't like this well taken care of innuendo or
You're gonna piss me off. Why would you not want that?
I did a project on sweatshops at one point in my life. There's some weird stuff stuck in here.
No.
gotta
One's
go
taking
with
my
him.
brother away without me. Nope.
Don't you want him to see a doctor?
Don't you want me to see you again?
Well, you know, my brother's always been a lovable idiot.
That's what I've been reduced to.
I've always warned you against gardening. There you go, face planted yourself again.
William, we'll talk later.
Yes, Becca.
Excuse me, Mr. Shiny, do you have like a slab of meat or something we could just slab on that and move on with these proceedings?
I mean, you might be able to find something in the kitchen.
I mean, just want to use,
I'll go get the meat out of the kitchen.
Yep.
perfect.
Right?
Let's get on with these proceedings.
Go into the kitchen.
Yeah. I assume it's right off the dining room.
Yeah, it's across the hall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the door open.
Yeah.
Find the cold storage.
It's more cool storage than cold storage.
So while I'm in this other room, are there any gas lamps?
As we all instantly see where this is going.
Right, so I take out a match and I just very carefully like take the black book out and hold out a page because I read a lot of dailies, so I'm just trying to see if there's like maybe invisible ink behind the page or
You're just the 1920s Nancy Drew. Look at you go.
Yeah.
There's writing? Well,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Well, I'm looking at it while I open the cold storage. Is there like meat in the
Yeah. There's a couple
Steaks.
steak slabs.
Okay, I'll just grab a slab.
Okay.
I will hand it to him nicely and not throw a frozen slab of meat at his face.
Right. It is cold. It's not quite the right color.
I can't resist.
Work it in there.
That green slime on meat's real good for the healing.
Salmonella only happens if you ingest it. That's right.
Well, you didn't look at it.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of is one of those things where you're like, that's not the right color. Like, they might be used to this, but that's not the right color for me.
I didn't say he should eat it.
The book has a name
Okay.
and a date.
Okay.
And a name and a date. And, like, so this page is filled with about 20 names and 20 dates.
Okay. When do the dates start? And when do they end on this page?
Where did you pick it from?
Oh, first page.
Oh, okay, first page?
Yeah, it's either an introduction or a prologue or like some acknowledgments. So if that page got torched, I didn't really care.
Fair. Okay. Wow. That makes a lot of sense. I'm kind of terrified that you thought about that.
Listen.
Been down this road before.
Apparently. Okay. On this page is the first name starts in 1847.
Whoa.
Okay.
And as you're looking at it, it's every month. Down the page.
No other context, just names and dates. Okay.
The dates are the 13th of every month.
What day is it today? Oh, it is the 13th this month. Well,
Maybe waiting a day wasn't the right decision.
I mean, I'm
All right.
just blustering and huffing.
Mm-hmm. And
Probably.
mopping.
Mhm.
I'm pulling the meat up every so often just to make sure he's still got an eyeball under there.
Yeah, he's got an eyeball. It's swollen shut by now, but he's still got an eyeball.
With my memory earlier of remembering this place, do I remember if, like, any of our fellow kids that lived there with us, like, did we lose a kid a month per se, or?
I mean, kids were going in and out all the time.
Were there any accidents?
Adoptions,
yeah.
finding, work opportunities.
Was it the same couple every time that came to adopt kids?
I go sit in the sitting room, after I
Uh-huh.
deliver the meat, I'm gonna just kind of,
Uh-huh.
until we get to about, like, the 1900s, where we would have been.
Yeah, so you get to that those pages, and I'll let that success for, remembering your past
Do I remember these kids, Miss?
You remember about half of the names. Some of the names you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But about half the names, and a couple of them you thought got adopted, and a couple of them you thought had, found work.
Okay.
And they're kind of interspersed throughout. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, you knew these kids, but you hung out with your two best friends. And you only cared
These
about,
two.
yeah, these two.
Oh,
'Cause
the,
you
oh,
didn't-
okay. I'm
You
sorry.
didn't know me yet.
Yeah.
That is a fact. I'm gonna wait for.
Do you only like the pages?
No, I want to see if I'll check the cover and the spine and if need be,
Where's all
large
the
chunks of this
pages?
room.
Large chunks of this room. It's on fire. I don't know how it happened. Okay,
There could have been invisible ink everywhere.
so you take the book and you do the cover, and as you do so, a silvery sigil seems to appear underneath the fire. I need you to roll sanity
Oh,
check.
I was waiting for it.
Come on!
Missed it by 2.
Are you gonna spend luck?
Don't do it.
No.
Alright, you lose 2 points of sanity as the sigil that appears sparks, like, it triggers that sense of unease. Like, you guys felt it standing outside the door, but you've been back inside the house and everything seemed to be fine, and that just kind of flares, and it's one of those where, oh no.
You get the willies.
I hit myself. Mickey.
Yes. Just keep that on there. Okay. Yes, Willie.
All right, so I found this book on the shelf.
Uh-huh.
It's got weird invisible ink. It's
Oh,
got this weird
great.
sigil on it.
Do you show her the sigil?
Yeah, of course I do.
Roll sanity check.
I show it to everyone.
Okay.
Everyone at the diner. Show it to Chad. So, it's got a name in here of every month since 1847, which is about 14 years before this here Kansas became a state.
Mm-hmm.
13th of every month, kid leaves the orphanage. I cannot help but determine that week 3 are also here on the 13th of the month.
This is true.
This gives me the willies. I think we should go show it to Mr. Smiley.
Why? Why would you show it to?
Mr. Shiny.
Why would you show it to the banker?
Because here's the thing. He's been here the whole time since we were kids. He's still here.
Was his suit immaculately white when you were kids?
Was it? I don't know if this fits into anything, but his suit is just as white as it was the day that we
It's
left.
always so clean. It's
Yeah.
true.
You think by now I have like some
Speak
sort of-
up! I can't hear you.
All right.
My guess is that this book holds somewhere between 873 and 876 names.
Thanks, chat.
That's a lot of names. I think that's what it was. We were the ones that escaped.
Maybe we were the kids who lived.
Did you say 873?
What?
Did you say 873?
I didn't say 873.
8 minus 7 is 1, and then 3, and 13 again.
Dun dun dun! It's the number 23 all over again.
All right. Well, William, I don't know. You think we should show it to Shiny, but what if it's his book?
Well, I feel like in that case, I'll let Cecilia's methodology take precedence.
And what would CC do right now?
Light it up.
It's just the two of us in
Yeah.
this room, right?
Sure.
Roth has been talking to you this whole time.
Where'd you guys go?
It's just because we have the twin thing.
Yeah, she's just, you know, Cecily. She's boisterous. She's loud.
Sure.
She'd make a stand and make sure that he knows in no uncertain terms that we're not going to be on this list.
So you mean like?
No. That's small time for Cecily.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So Tricky Dick and I are in the other room with Shiny.
Yeah.
And with a green steak on your face.
And you were totally having a conversation with Willie. He just wasn't there.
Which one of us failed a sanity roll now?
So Dickie, we signing this thing or not?
I mean, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get through it, so if there's anything else you needs to do here, Tricky Dicky is nothing but thorough.
Shiny, you mind if I walk around a little more? Maybe get some more memories?
Oh, go ahead. It's soon to be your place. So you walk out of the room?
I'm gonna go exploring.
Cool.
Mainly so that when these two come back, I'm not there.
Can you just roll a spot hidden from your roll files?
Am I good at this?
And you're wandering off by yourself? Am I hearing you correctly? Okay, cool. Where are you going? Upstairs, downstairs?
In your nightgown?
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. Do you stop at the classroom floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Top of the classroom door, see what I can destroy in there.
The desks, the hard chairs, the slate boards. I mean, you still see the chair in the corner.
Your chair?
That's right, yeah.
You sat in it a few times.
The cap on there that just has like scratch marks for how many times it was given to you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, I'm exploring around.
Okay.
I seem to remember carving something in the walls at one point. I'm looking for, I don't remember where.
Was it a sigil of some sort?
I don't know what it was. I remember carving something sometime, and
uh-huh.
I want to go see if I can find that.
Are you
carving.
going to rely on your memory to find it, or are you going to rely on like your eyesight to find it?
Well, since I've only got one eye, it's more memory than.
Squint real hard.
All right. Make an int check, intelligence.
That would be a hard success.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you definitely carved something over while you were in the chair
Sure, yeah.
because you were there for so long at times.
But I remember doing that. There is something like
Oh, whoops.
back in the recesses of my mind. I remember carving something. I cannot, for the life of me, remember
What it was.
what it was, or where it was, or why it was that I carved it.
Okay. So you go back and you check back there, and back there you find a. I mean, it's a decent looking picture of the headmistress. She's got fangs and a spiked tongue and like horns. You're like, yeah, I remember that. That was a good time. And then you trying to remember, which desk was yours? You kind of start counting them out. You go over, you kind of lift one up. There's nothing under that desk. Lift up the second one. Lift up the third one. And yeah, there's a little carving there. It's a little hard to make out. But as you get closer,
Yeah, leaning real close.
are you still holding the meat
Yeah.
to your
It's-
face?
Yeah, and it's starting to thaw out now. So
Oh yeah, so it's starting to mold. That happens.
I can actually pull my hand away and it like stays there for like half a second.
Sticky.
And yeah, as you do, something hits the back of your throat, makes you cough. You cough right onto this desk.
Good.
And yeah, something flares.
Oh.
Will you make a sanity roll for me?
Oh boy.
What am I?
Wait.
Am I
Roll
rolling to
high,
try and get
roll
below
high.
what circle there?
Yeah, what
Or
circle?
40. 28.
Oh, no
Sweet.
problem. You lose 1 point of sanity, regardless.
Alright.
As this face of like a
Whoa.
black dog seems to come out of the wood and then go back, and it's just a cartoonish carving of a dog.
I slam it shut and go running downstairs.
You go back down the stairs?
Yeah, I'm headed right back
You go
down.
upstairs?
I gotta tell my sister.
Oh, okay.
We'll go join our lawyer friend here.
Yeah.
We're gonna confront Mr. Shiny with the book.
Okay. How'd you do on your spotting?
I'm gonna spend 15 to make that a success.
Why?
Because nothing gets past Tricky Dicky.
You're sitting there and like a little phrase kind of catches your eye, and so you're kind of studying it, and you feel Mr. Shiny's hand land on your shoulder.
Okay.
And as you kind of turn to look, all you can see is like the white suit. And you kind of pull back, and it kind of resolves itself. Like, it was almost like it was getting too big and too close. And then you realize, like, he's not that close to you. I mean, he's close enough to put his hand on your shoulder, but he's not, like, nearly engulfing you like you thought he was about to do. Like, that was weird.
He'll wiggle a little bit and be like, "Now, excuse me, Mr. Shiny. If I'm not allowed to touch your suit, you's not allowed to touch my threads. Capiche?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I mean, if you're gonna let me figure out what's so special about your jacket, then I mean,
Sure, you can figure out what's special about my jacket.
when
At
I'm
which
done
point-
with the contract.
Mickey and Willie walk in, and you hear. Hey guys.
The dog, I found it. I found the dog.
What?
The dog, I found him. He's upstairs.
The dog?
A dog. It's in the desk. Found the dog in the desk.
Okay, he's hallucinating now.
Did you lick the meat?
A couple times. What? I lost count. Yes.
Definitely no more than twice.
Roth, the dog was big. It wouldn't fit in a desk.
It's the carving. It was on the back of the desk. And
Oh.
it jumped out at me.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Does he hallucinate a lot, or is this new?
This is new.
You want to come see? Let's go.
I think you need to be here for this part. I'm just following Willie's lead here. So, you can show me later, okay?
Don't ever follow the Willie. He'll lead you on.
Do you want to?
No. It's all you.
All right. Mr. Shiny.
Yes.
Roscoe, if I may.
You may.
We found this book in the sister's room.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm a Jelly Roll Morton fan, but that does not look like a book of Grandpa's spells.
Uh-huh.
Care to tell us what that is? Name of children? Going back near on, wow, almost near on 80 years. Everyone happens to be leaving this place exactly on the 13th of each month.
Don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen that book before in my life.
I do a, is he BSing me roll?
That would be psychoanalysis. Or psychology?
I was like, I have that there's psychologies.
I will definitely take a psychology roll because psychoanalysis is at 1.
Yes. Most people don't have that one.
Nope.
Alright, so I failed, but I can spend 29 points of luck to make it a success. That will
On
leave me with
psychology or
2 points of luck.
psychoanalysis?
If I have a norm, no, you're doing it.
Alright, well in that case, everything seems hunky-dory to me and I will sign the contract.
I will sign on the dotted line. My full legal person.
You sign?
Oh no, I don't have to sign it.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm gonna.
She's our lawyer. She doesn't sign nothing.
So.
I'm going to ask. If you don't know what's happening to these children, is there some kind of record? Because child labor is frowned upon in these here states. And we could press charges if it turns out the children have been exploited.
If they have, I have
In this
no
building.
prior knowledge of this.
But you have
This
been here the
book
whole time.
Is new information to me, and if it has what you claim it has, and he kind of picks it up and flips through it, and the pages are black again, this is a matter for the police.
How did the sister, what happened to the sister? That
You
is
haven't
not-
asked.
I'm asking.
Oh. Is JM asking?
No,
Okay.
Willie's asking.
Okay.
So, what exactly did happen to the sister?
Oh, she passed away.
Nothing
On the 13th of a
excruciating.
month?
Oh, about a month ago.
There were no orphans in this building a month ago, as she
That's-
said earlier.
True.
What
So
date
do we have
precisely?
to sign tonight?
I mean, it's only 11 o'clock. Do you need more time?
What date precisely did the sister die?
Oh, let me check my book. And he kind of wanders out into the hallway and pulls a book, like a date book, out of his pocket and starts flipping through it.
Seriously, you guys don't want to see the dog?
I'll go see the dog
Let's
with
go
you,
see the
Roth. Figure out when the sister died, and if she died on the 13th, we'll be signing these documents on the 14th after Mr. Shiny spends the night in this place. It is hellish landscape, also possibly known as Atlanta.
I will also go up to see the dog.
And that's the last time we saw him, Tricky Dicky.
Wait, Dickie, do you want to come see the way I used to sneak into the boys' side of the dormitories?
Oh, good times.
Sure, I'm up for inspecting this property to make sure it's up to code. And I give Mr. Shiny just a look.
Just holler up at us when you figured out when she shoveled loose this mortal coil.
And I'm gonna bring this with me so I can keep thumbing through. I've seen many a contract in my day, and one this long usually has some weird things mixed in.
Are you studying your the contract closer? Make another law roll.
I've got plenty of matches if you want to see if there's anything hidden.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that is a hard success.
Will you make me a power roll?
Power roll? What's a power roll?
Pow!
Upper.
Oh.
Ooh.
You?
Push it. Dig deep.
Success.
All right, so you're slipping through the contract again as you're going up the stairs, and as you do so, for a second you think you get a paper cut on your thumb. You kind of pull it really fast, and as you do, you see something kind of flash, and you stop mid-step. Is Dickie the last one up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys are the worst.
Listen, it's not that.
Tricky Dicky's gonna sue all your butts for that. You cannot afford the hell he will rain down on you.
Nikki, we're just going first so you don't get hurt. That's right. We're here to think of you.
You think I haven't doctored any insurance?
That's terrifying.
You're the best in the business. That's why we hired you.
And a clause seems to pop out.
Okay.
It has to do with monthly payments due the 13th of every month. And the word, like, whoever is owed this monthly payment, it swims in front of your eyes.
Okay.
They're plotting.
It's so weird that Jam's tires got slashed.
Excuse me. I have gone 3 years with this going on the other side of the screen. It is about time.
It really is. And I need you to make a sanity roll.
All right, but I'm
As you
just
look
saying,
at the name.
if you see a clause that says raccoons must be used to settle all disputes with taco vendors, leave that one in.
Not quite a hard success.
Okay, you do lose 2 points of sanity from seeing this name that is illegible, and it almost kind of echoes into the back of your brain.
Okay.
And you kind of trip up the steps, and then kind of shake, see where you are. It'll take you some time to kind of flip back through to find that clause again, because it was just one of those that just happened to jump out at you. But
I will keep it to myself.
okie dokie.
This is where the game breaks down.
Every man for himself!
Alright, so we're upstairs.
Mhm.
I go to the desk, I open it up,
Mhm.
show them the carving.
Mhm.
and-
Yeah, there's a carving of a dog.
Does it trigger any memories? Sanity rolls?
No?
I slam it shut and open it again, because that's what happened last time, and I don't
Click,
know.
click.
I
Click, click.
coughed and it jumped at me.
Oh, you have to cough.
So you guys all coughed into your elbow off to the side. Nothing happens.
I look at his face. Do I see any, like, blood on the desk?
There's a little.
Why don't you cough on the desk again?
The spectral dog pops out.
Ah!
Or sanity checks for everybody watching.
Dang it, I made it.
Oh man, I failed.
I failed. Can
Uh,
I push it?
Push
Sure.
it real good.
Nope.
2 points of sanity loss. 6 points of sanity loss, which triggers a bout of madness.
No.
All right. Roth.
Yeah.
In your
Wait for
time
this.
in Chicago, was there anything that, like, ever made you stop and go, well, that's terrifying?
I once saw a guy accidentally stick his hand in a meat grinder.
Makes sense.
I feel like Maddie has influenced
And-
all of us.
I was in close proximity, and it terrified me as he accidentally did that.
You accidentally got some on you.
I let go of his forearm right quick.
Okay. As The dog image seems to come out at you again. You just feel like your hand holding the desk, it feels like it just gets torn to shreds. You scream, drop the desk, and flee.
Yeah.
Do you flee upstairs or downstairs?
Went upstairs.
Okay.
I've gone into like the primal.
You are
Where I'm suddenly this little child in the
You-
orphanage, and I run to my room.
Okay.
Just out of instinct, I
Okay.
run to my room.
and you dive under your bed.
Yes.
Perfect.
100%.
Well, I'll go get it.
Perfect.
I'll come with you. Come
You
on,
always have to
Dickie.
do things together? Like, you're attached to the hip or something?
I mean,
Well-
they are.
Yeah.
Also, hey, you figured out that date yet? I lean over the bounce. Speak up, you've got the lung capacity.
It looks like it was February 14th, Valentine's Day, when they found her dead body.
Yep, so she died on the 13th. We need to be out of this
Out
house.
of this town.
I was just going to say the house and come back tomorrow, but if you want to leave town, I'm okay.
All right, he's
Roth
under the
is
bed.
Under the bed on the 3rd floor.
All right. Well, you get him out now. Like, we should probably go inspect the basement, right? That seems like the.
Check the foundation.
Yeah, kick it
Okay.
around a bit.
Let the fires kick the tires.
That's right.
All right, Roth,
Why
come
not?
on. Okay. It's okay.
Make a spot hidden check.
Okay. I'm gonna push you. Nope.
Okay, in an attempt to like lure him out, you kind of look or cast around for, what there could possibly be. And the only thing you find is an old, worn, stuffed dog.
You should traumatize him.
There's a small puddle underneath my
So you pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, if you fail your push roll,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a fumble, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rolling with it. Yep.
Okay. You watch as your sister is kneeling under the bed and she's holding out something, and behind her you see this giant black dog
I throw the meat at it.
standing over her. It seems to like pass through it. And you just watch as its jaw unhinges and it clamps down on your sister's head.
Mickey!
I'm right here, Roth. It's
You
fine.
hear her screaming.
I go tearing back upstairs if I hear her.
I'll turn back and waddle. Tricky Dicky, don't run.
Tricky Dicky stand halfway up the stairs.
You two see Mickey like trying to coax Roth out from underneath the bed, and Roth is
Is
screaming.
there like a piece of green meat sliding down the floor? No, that seems right. This is bringing back memories.
You just,
Yeah, I'm flat.
body parts are flying. Your sister's being
Okay.
torn apart.
I'm assuming like it's an old like wire frame bed. I will just lift the bed up and kind of.
Make a sanity roll.
I fail.
You fail. The bed moves, and there is a second giant black dog on top of it, looking down at you.
So I go to say, Roth, are you okay?
I take
But it
the
comes
switch
out,
and I just start swinging.
Roth is hitting me with the switch.
Is it me or does it smell like urine?
Does he hit me with the switch?
Yeah.
Okay, now Willie, he's not. Willie, he's not in his right mind right now.
I start swinging at the other dog.
Oh, by the way,
Your brother.
you lose another 2 sanity points.
Right.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
That's true.
Like, look at that doodle of the dog. His art has regressed.
It did do something funny when he coughed on it.
So here's the thing.
I'm swinging a switch at you guys in your chat.
Yeah. Family business.
1 second. I turn to Roth and go, and go back to talking to Michaela.
Can I just
We gotta
pass out again at this point in time?
We gotta get out of here. It's
Yeah.
not stable.
Yeah.
We should get him out of here.
we
Or
just say-
actually, sorry, your bout of madness is fleeing in panic.
Okay.
So when he barks at you, you
I
run.
just get up and run. Yeah. All right.
Upstairs, downstairs.
What's that?
There's
Upstairs,
further upstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah, there's 4
Further
floors.
Further up, further in. It's good enough for Reaper Chief. It's good enough for us.
What door
I
is
just
closest?
kind of move out of the way of the door.
You kind of just come out. It probably the downstairs would be closer than upstairs.
Okay. I'm
But the
I'm-
dog is downstairs.
running in a panic, and
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not accidentally just like slam right into Tricky Dicky.
You can
Are
roll
you on the
dodge if
stairs?
you'd like to.
No.
No.
Do it
You tumble.
both?
I was in the doorway. How am I tumbling down the stairs?
You're not tumbling down the stairs. You hit the floor though.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And yeah, you've run into something.
Mm.
It's big.
I'm gonna just push him off.
You feel it shove you,
I am just in a state of panic.
loping down the stairs.
Yes.
Okay, down the stairs.
Yeah.
Down the stairs.
They were closest, unfortunately. Yes.
Down the stairs again.
Yes.
I will stand up.
You're on
Brush
main
myself.
floor.
I'm in the main floor. Yeah.
You hiding, you running.
You know where's really dark and safe?
The basement.
The basement.
That's a good point. I just keep going down the stairs.
The stairs to the basement are in the kitchen, so you come down the stairs.
Yep.
And you kind of have a straight shot to the door. Or you can go back to the kitchen.
We're going back to the kitchen.
Back to the kitchen.
Yep.
Chopping blocks.
Yeah.
There's a butcher's knife.
Yeah, I'm
Cleaver.
grabbing something. Well, I've got my 38.
You've got guns.
I've got my 38.
And your switch.
Yeah.
All right. And oh yeah, there's the stairs to the cellar.
Yeah, I'm bolting.
Cool. There is the cellar pantry room. There is the boiler room, and there's the locked room.
A locked room? I try the lock. Obviously, no. All right, I'm going into the cellar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're hiding in the food.
I'm hiding in the food. Yeah. Yeah. Pistol switch.
Okay.
Do we just leave him down there inside this deal? Or do we wait till tomorrow?
You hear something coming down the steps.
It's fine.
Well, I can't just leave him down there, Willie.
Roth, you doing okay?
Do I recognize the voice?
Not in your panic.
Who's there?
You see a large man in a white suit kind of peering. Hey! Why are you down here?
The dog was attacking upstairs.
Right, the dog. Right.
Is he your dog? Can you tell him to stop attacking my sister?
I can certainly try.
Please do.
Yeah, just
What do you need?
here, let me help you. Give me your hand.
Yeah, I take the hand.
Okay,
Which hand do you offer? Because you have a switch and a pistol.
I drop the switch.
okay, you drop the switch. As you grab his hand seems to enlarge
Whoa.
and begin to engulf, and you can feel he's pulling you.
Ah.
But not in like someone's got your hand, but as in something is sucking you.
Yeah. He's absorbing you.
He is going to absorb you!
Oh boy.
Your target is seized and begins to be sucked into the body mass to be digested.
All right. Can I start shooting at it?
Yeah. We'll go into quick combat round.
All right.
You're gonna be fine. What's your dex?
Gunfire.
45.
Yeah. All right. So he goes first.
He's slippery.
Yours is 45?
Weird.
Yeah.
That's cute. His is 85. So he goes first. In his Mr. Shiny's
Ew.
Whoa.
form grows and begins to engulf you. You are welcome to attempt to remove. I mean, this could be a dodge. Or, you know what? If you have a choice, either your dodge or your strength at a hard success.
Do strength.
So half of your strength to resist this.
Do I have to do a hard six?
If you don't make your hard success is your basic,
Yeah.
and then your extreme would be a hard.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna do
kind of-
dodge then, because that
Okay.
number's a little higher than
Okay.
half my strength.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No.
I gotta push it.
Shit for you.
That's probably
Seems
good,
like
I guess.
the wrong time to do it, but let's give it a shot. Oh, that was no
Ooh.
better.
I mean, it was a little
Oh,
better.
it was 3 points better. A 91.
I will repeat.
All right.
brother.
You take 6 points of damage
On top of my earlier
on
7.
top of your earlier 7 as he pulls you and begins crushing you
I've got 1
into
point.
his body.
I'm assuming that's what that
Yes.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
Yes.
I start wildly shooting.
You hear gunshots.
Yeah, we take
From
off.
the
Yeah,
cellar.
down the stairs.
What is your dex?
70.
70.
Is there any lye in this kitchen?
Make a luck roll.
There's probably lye soap, but just plain lye.
The contract's full of lies.
That's true.
Okay, no, there's no lye.
lie.
45 for you
More
too.
hard
Okay.
than the lie. will lead.
I'm going to, while they scurry down the stairs, I'm gonna pull out a bone tool from my pocket.
Of course.
Your what tool?
A bone tool. And I'm going
Firewood.
to start trying to remove my clients' names from the contract.
Oh,
And
what is
substitute-
those?
Roscoe Shiny's name on the contract.
Okay.
While, because I'm not good with weapons.
Okay. Cool.
So, like, at the top of the stairs, so, you know, if there's a lot of screaming, might poke my head in, but, you know, I'm just, like, frantically trying to, like, alter this document.
Yeah. Roll just a D100 for me.
Roll good ones.
Randomly generated number.
29.
Okay. All right. So you start screaming, and
Yes.
everywhere that your clients' names are, you're erasing in
Yes.
your. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. You're running down the stairs. You are
Yep.
running down the stairs. It is your turn. You shoot your gun.
I'm wildly shooting at
Go ahead.
the giant figure.
Roll. Roll to shoot. You can get a bonus die for this because
He's big.
he's super easy to hit.
He's close and he's large.
You're practically inside of him.
That would be this.
I guess.
Fighting every instinct I have.
Because we love JT.
Yes.
Oh, JD!
A success.
Success. Okay, I'll roll your damage.
3.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
3.
Yeah.
All right. He's back to the top of the round. You are welcome to try to resist. He's going to attempt to continue to engulf you.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I don't have enough luck points from rolling a 91.
All right.
All right, what am I rolling? The dodge again, correct?
Okay.
I succeed.
Just a regular success?
Just a regular success that I need. I was going to say I am going to spend. Let's see. Trying to get to 32.
There's about to be a mystical union that I don't think you want to have.
I'm spending 27 points of luck to have a hard success.
Make a hard success. Alright, you are able to kind of pop free a little bit.
Mystical union.
And you feel like, I mean, your weapon arm is free, and as is your head.
All right.
He was not able to engulf you further. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you were on floor 3, 2, 1.
I mean, I have a move of
Kitchen.
7.
Right. You were at the top of the kitchen of the cellar stairs with your move of 7.
Can I see Shiny from where I am?
You can see the white suit.
I can see something that seems to have my brother.
Mhm.
Putting the pistol away, pulling out the rifle.
Okay. Since if you're going to shoot on this turn, you're going to do so with a penalty die
Sure.
because you're trying to do it so fast.
Okay.
Don't miss.
Don't fail me.
You in front of her or behind her?
He's behind me. I'm a little faster.
She goes before I do, but I have moved 9.
Oh.
You can skid down the stairs.
Oh, I can.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely behind her at this point.
It's not a fumble, so let's
Yeah, you
see.
gotta take the worst one.
I know.
Sorry.
But that's okay because I can spend.
Exactly what I was thinking, Restart.
Why did you?
What'd you say?
shoot your
Why would
brother?
you shoot your own brother?
I will spend the 10 points of luck to make it a regular success.
Okay. Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay. Do I have a no damage bonus? Okay. That is. Oh wait, no, that's the rifle. Sorry. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Pretty sweet.
Yep.
Cool. So Mickey, I almost called you Gertrude. Mickey pulls the rifle that apparently she just had strapped to her back. As we're rolling with this because
if
you
Charlie can carry a crowbar,
and Charlie can. I'm allowing the rifle. Pulls it out, aims. For a brief second, you consider, with your brother's head in the crosshairs, of maybe just putting him out of his misery. And then you go, no, wait, what am I doing? And you shoot Mr. Shiny in the back.
yes.
And you see the form spasm and twitch as it takes damage.
Okay.
Does any
Then I
blood
yell.
squirt?
I
There
yell
is-
really
there is,
loud so
yes,
that he knows
squirting blood.
I'm there instead of just only my brother.
Okay, you skid down the stairs.
Alright, what do I see?
You see about this much of Roth with his
And he's being
gun.
eaten by.
And he's being absorbed into the body of Mr. Shiny.
So you
Okay.
push him in?
No.
No, Roth and I go back. Well, as I come down the stairs, I say, well, isn't this a predicament? You know, in times like this, my lovely Cecily, she is usually quiet and stern, but when she gets riled up, and I will reach under my thick wool overcoat that I'm wearing because I'm from Chicago,
Also
and I will
cold, yes.
pull out my shotgun that has the, like, very poorly Cecily inscribed on the stock, and I will just put it up against his face, and I will pull the trigger.
Okay.
Do I get a
I'm gonna
bonus
yell.
die?
Yes, you do.
Keep him a little bit alive!
Do you want to?
Hold on. Okay, so that's not a great, but I have a bonus die. I'll take the 75, and I will spend 25 points of luck to make that a success.
Okay.
Jeez.
It's a success. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So I get 4 6-sided dice. You want to hand me a couple of those?
6-sided?
Yeah.
You got enough?
He carved this die out of a larger die. 16 points of one barrel. Can I fire both barrels of the shotgun?
Yeah.
Is it double damage?
I'm gonna say sure.
So the first one was 16, and the second barrel follows up with 12. So
Okay. So you
28 points.
double shoot.
Yeah.
28
I
points.
go for the head because it doesn't look like any part of Roth. Like, if he opens his mouth and I see fingers, I will stop. But I will probably vomit, but I will stop.
All right, so the shotgun goes up underneath the chin. You pull it, the trigger twice. The head gets blown off. The body kind of slumps back and falls. Roth kind of falls with it. It's going to take some strength to pull Roth free, because while the body's still dead, there's still juices digesting. You scraping? Like a madman? Alright, roll another D100 for me.
Roth, this is definitely not the strangest thing we have found you in.
That's good. 66.
Never mind, I'm not saying it. I'm just gonna keep.
Alright,
I'm just gonna keep
you're about
picking at it.
95% complete.
Okay.
You've got like maybe 2 more names that you gotta switch out. What are you doing?
Trying pulling myself. I hate to ask this. Do I still see dogs that have just come down the stairs?
Roll a sanity roll for me.
I feel like I have to be true to this.
No, you are.
Are those 3 zeros?
That would be a 99.
Oh! You wanna push that?
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's a fumble if you fail, so yeah.
We're going with some different dice. 57. What am I rolling against?
Luck your sanity.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Yeah, I'm
Or don't.
spending my 20.
I did tell you the goal is to go crazy or die.
That's what we discussed.
We discussed this.
23, which, alright, yeah, so down to 13 points of luck. Yeah, so that's a hard success.
Oh,
Or
okay.
a success.
A success.
Sorry,
Great.
success, yes.
Great. No, it is your dear friend Willie and your dear sister Mickey.
Alright, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I recognize them and help me get out of here.
You guys gonna help him?
Yeah.
Who is going to do the most?
I got a
Fully.
strength of 70. Apparently,
What's your
Willie is
build?
like.
They'll be down
my
there at the bottom.
size. Oh, my build is at +1.
Okay.
0, but my strength is only 50.
Okay.
I'm gonna look like I'm helping real hard though.
You are going to look like you're helping real hard. You're going to add 1 bonus die
Alright,
to
you get a
Roth.
bonus die to pull yourself free.
Alright. What am I rolling against?
Strength.
That would be an 11?
Sounds like it's
That's
a
an
success.
extreme success.
Yeah. Out of a 75? No, 5%?
20%.
No. Yeah, then it'd be an extreme.
Yeah. All right. Between the 3 of you, Roth, you were able to extract yourself from the digestive juices
This is a new one for me.
of
Not
the
the
dead
weirdest,
body
but the newest.
of Mr. Roscoe Shiny. You okay? No, he's not okay. He's not. Okay.
James fine. Willie is not.
You finish switching out the names.
Okay. I will, with a pen, run down the stairs and be like, one of you hold his hand and put an X right on the bottom of this page. Perfect. One of you witness it. And I will set it on the kitchen table,
Okay, so you run back up the stairs.
flick my collar, walk out the door.
So you head to the door and you put your hand on it, and there's a brief sensation, and then it twists and it opens, and you are able to walk out the door. What are you three doing? I mean, you're lighting everything on fire.
I'm not lighting everything on fire yet.
Okay.
If I can't leave, then I am lighting everything
Yeah.
on fire.
Okay.
I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's just leave. I mean, really, we're doing fine in Chicago, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we're broke,
I-
but it's fine.
I don't need this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we don't have an inheritance anymore because that dead guy should have signed a contract, so we should leave.
That's right.
It's his house now.
It is definitely his house.
I assume that's what you did, Tricky Dicky.
I'm not
Tricky
there. I
Dicky's
walked
still
out.
alive.
Oh, Tricky Dicky's not there.
Slipped out the front door.
Tricky Dicky? Never saw a large man walk that fast.
You know who does have money? All of these kids who got adopted. Let's go find some.
Well, I was thinking we
I'm
about
not bitter.
shine these pockets.
You want to go through his pockets? Go for it.
I go upstairs and I follow Tricky Dicky. I've made it
What do you
this
think,
far.
Roth? Should we look in his
Hoping-
pockets?
Did you leave the door open?
He just tried to swallow me. I don't
Okay,
think we
we'll
touch anything.
leave the pockets.
Roth was
Okay,
in
let's
his
go.
pockets about 5 minutes ago.
He's got nothing.
It's
But
open.
he did have chicken for dinner.
The door's open.
Okay, all right. We go. I'll go up if Roth is.
Yeah.
Can I leave?
You step up to the door. You hear it creak, but it stays open. You can leave. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to leave as well.
You guys
Yeah.
make it upstairs. You see the doors open. You walk up to it. You hear it creak, and it lets you pass. And as
Alright.
you guys step out onto the porch, it closes behind you.
Burn it down, Willie.
I am plausible deniability. He's walking down
That's
the
right.
street.
Tricky
With
Dicky,
his
don't
hands in
turn
his
around.
pockets.
I'm sure we want to do this.
The contract was in there.
Right.
Can we get the
But listen.
contract?
Again, somewhere between 873 and 878 kids disappeared from this place. It ain't right. We got out. We were some of the lucky ones.
We got out twice, apparently. So we count our
Well,
luck and get the hell out of here.
we got out. We got out twice. You got out by 1 7/8.
True.
Do we blow it up? Like, I feel like Michaela's like burn it to the ground.
Yeah. That's what Michaela's like.
Yep. I'm watching,
Okay.
make sure
Is it
nobody's
open
looking.
for me? You
It
keep
opens.
that door open.
The door's open.
No, you keep it open.
Yeah.
It's closed now twice by itself.
I will just stand so that it won't close.
All right,
Yeah.
I will
Get
pull
the
out,
contract. Bring it out. Just
go
Do
down
we
in the
need the
basement all
contract?
by yourself. You
The
made it
contract is
out
on
okay.
the-
Everything's okay.
It's on the
it's on the
kitchen table.
table. That's where Dickie put it.
I don't know if I would touch it, but Dickie's not there.
Forensic science hasn't advanced that far in the 1920s.
I just nope. It's fine.
Are you taking the contract?
Hey, do we want this contract as the accidental ignition, or do we want the adoption receipts as the accidental ignition?
Oh, definitely.
Or that
Adoption
weird
receipts.
book?
No. The book's evidence. We gotta keep that.
Book's ours.
All right, see, I feel like there's a disconnect between wanting to have evidence to take to the police and wanting to burn down this house.
That's true.
I need you to
Just
make a
burn down
decision.
the house.
Burn it.
If you walk on the fence long enough, you just rack yourself. So,
Burn it.
Yeah, just burn it all.
Okay, you light the contract papers on fire?
no, I like the book on fire.
Oh,
Is
the
it-
book.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it doesn't light up, I will pour whiskey on it and
Okay.
then try and light it.
No, the book does light up.
Does it burn with cool flames?
Yeah, they're silver.
Sweet. I throw the book down the stairs on where if I can land it on
Roll.
Smiley's body.
Smiley's body.
I'm not gonna roll my roll. I'm gonna walk down and place it and then run.
The basement door creaks shut.
I stand at
Roth,
the door.
stand in
I
this
hold
door.
it, and I just sort of toss it.
Okay.
No, I get that. Out of there.
You toss it, and the body immediately ignites.
Wow. Smiley used a lot of pomade, and I come running out.
The stench is horrific, and you hear multi-throated screams. And yeah, you haul it, and you make it out the door, and as soon as you step out, the door shuts again. And you guys watch, and the kitchen catches fire, and then the main level,
That is
and the
cathartic.
second, third, fourth, and it burns and burns. Nobody from town comes to
We should
check.
leave. Oh, okay, never mind.
Nobody steps out to watch. It's noon on the 13th of March.
When's
and
the next
nobody
train
looks
outta
at the orphanage. What was that?
When's the next train out of here?
In a few hours.
Oh, I say we wait at the
At the train
Train
station.
station?
Yep.
at
We
the
should-
depot.
We should find our lawman, though.
Oh, Tricky Dicky, if I know him.
He's
He will
at the
be
depot.
At the depot. Getting-
Smoking a cigarette.
Yes, getting well lubricated, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you guys get to the depot, you board the next train, you head back to Chicago. Just out of curiosity, what did you do with that little dog Stuffy?
I probably just dropped it in my brother's urine as we went downstairs.
The puddle that was.
Puddle. Fair enough. Fair enough.
How bad does Roth smell?
It's bad enough that the mom
Entrails.
with the 2 kids moves.
You
Seeks
should,
away.
We got hours. You should
Uh,
go get cleaned up in that diner.
You do see in the little girl's arms is a little toy dog, and they move. The mom moves them away from you guys in your unsavory
Yeah.
atmosphere, and you ride the train
Don't worry, Roth. You can sit with me. You're in.
back to Chicago. And that is where we will end our call. With you guys all.
We all survived. That means I got like a ton of orphans, Chad.
With most of your sanity
Yeah,
Almost.
and some of your luck.
a little bit.
But thank you so much for playing tonight.
This was awesome.
you.
Thanks
It's
for
so
inviting
fun.
us.
I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well.
Yes.
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Zero Earth.
Yeah. Thank you to our viewers for hanging out, for chatting. Hopefully you also enjoyed tonight with all the puns and the ridiculousness. It was a lot of fun. Thank you especially to JD for keeping us moving on the air. Thank you so much to Phantom for pulling out the obscure knowledge and helping us out, as you know I always need on Monday nights. If you'd like to support us, check us out on Patreon. You can support us here on Twitch. You can support us over on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. And Patrick's Family Game Store, one of our happy sponsors, who helps to give us sweet stuff to play with and give away. If you have your own local family game store, check them out. If not, check out Petrie's online. I'm sure it's going to end up in the chat
Yeah,
because
Phantom's on it.
Phantom is on it. We also have a Redbubble, so check out our swag.
Yeah.
Sweet Jackals art.
Sweet Jackals art. Yeah. And
And we got new art tonight.
we did.
Unlocked new art tonight.
Ooh.
I don't
That's
know
exciting.
we did,
I don't know
but
what
that's
we got.
JD said.
But that's really cool. We got new art tonight. So go check it out over on Redbubble. Order something cool, maybe a notebook. And I
To
hope
fill with silver sigils.
and make other people go insane. It's lovely. All right. So hope to see you guys next Monday. Yeah, next Monday is still not Labor Day. So next Monday, hopefully we will be back with the Horror on the Orient Express crew as they are attempting to find the body of Dr. Morik, who they're fairly certain is dead.
Or he's a pigman bear?
Or he's a pigman bear.
Is that different than a man bear pig? Legally distinct?
A little bit.
Okay.
I don't know.
This week over on Ulysses, it's all reruns, but you can check us out here on Iconic on Friday night for our 5th edition D&D game with Josh and the Adventures in Governcan. It gets worse,
Yes.
because it does. But
And if I may,
Please.
in September, Evan and I will be back doing Exploring Glorantha, and in September we're covering Chaos, and we'll be joined with Becca to help discuss that. So check it out when we'll
because
post
it's
the link.
traumatizing.
Yeah, we'll post
It
the
is
link in the ULIS or in the Iconic Discord.
Yeah. So yeah, check us out around, and hope to see you again next week. Have a lovely week and a good evening. See you later.